Today, I want to chat quickly about how do you handle criticism. This is an important aspect and principle a leader must develop. All leaders have to deal with negativity and criticism, regardless of your position or the profession you may be in. But you must understand how to accept criticism and move forward. Doing it with grace, people will respect you. Yeah, let me say that again. Being able to handle criticism, if you do it with grace, people will respect you. Handling criticism with the grace is also part of your character development. And in chapter 3 of my book, Mission First, People Always, I spent a lot of time discussing character development because your character has a lot to do with the leader that you are currently and that the leader that you will grow to be. So character development is important. And I spent a lot of time in chapter 3 talking about this very subject. Handling criticism is the price for being a leader and being in a leadership role. And I want to be the first to tell you it is well worth it in the end. But you have to get to the end point and from the starting point. Now, my starting point started almost 3 decades ago. So I would tell you from there to now, it's been a great learning curve for me, to which has benefited me greatly. And for that, I am able to speak to you all on this subject. Let me share a quick story with you all as it relates to criticism. There was a baby bird whom just learned to fly on its own. However, the baby bird was still a novice to flying. So the baby bird takes off in flight. It's flying, it's flying, it's flying. Then all of a sudden it just falls out the sky. And the baby bird is somewhat perplexed. Hint, inexperience in the baby bird. Hint, young leaders or novice leaders that are new to the leadership development phase. Inexperience. So a cow walks up and takes a dump on it. Mind you, the cow does this from a place of experience. And it already knew what happened to the baby bird. The cow knew that the baby bird wings had iced over itself and could no longer fly. Hence, the reason it fell out the sky. But the baby bird is upset of the perception and the actual fact that the cow put manure all over it. The cow knew from experience that the hot manure would de-ice the baby bird's wings. This is called constructive criticism. And we must be able to take constructive criticism in our development phase of handling criticism. Then the cat walks up and licks the baby bird clean of the hot manure. Now, after the cat done this, the baby bird relishes in the thought of the criticism that it wanted to hear. It was kind and it was nice to its feelings. So I would tell you, I'm not saying that everybody that's giving you kind criticism is out to get you. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that, be able to discern when all you hear sometimes is kind criticism and the things that you want to hear all the time. So you got to be able to discern that. And so after the cat licked it clean of the hot manure, the cat ate it. The moral of the story here is everyone that gives you constructive criticism is not out to destroy you, your career, or your leadership platform. And everyone who gives you only the corrections you want to hear does not always have your best interests at stake. And in chapter 3 of my book, Mission First, People Always, I speak to this type of character development with the abilities of discernment on criticism, which is so important. And now, of course, experience come over time, but I'm discussing some abilities here on the ability of discernment of criticism because when you see red flags, they're red flags, and I'm trying to discuss that with you so that you understand that. But criticism, as I prefaced earlier, is a part of leadership. And sometimes we take criticism to the point that, people are trying to destroy us. And I just want you to understand that that may not be the case always. So please ensure you get a copy of my book, Mission First, People Always. You can get it from either Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. Also, if you or your organization want to reach out to me for further development session, you can reach me at my website. And my website is SmithLCG.com. Again, my website is SmithLCG.com. You can reach out to me, send me a message, and we can further have discussions from there. So as always, I thank you for your time and your patience.